What's going on, guys? We're at Fire Station 7, and today this is going to be one of those not green light fire department videos. This is going to be, I guess, green light DOT is what the side of the truck says. But basically, I don't know if I did a review on this truck in the past or not. I know it's been on my Instagram page, so if you guys want to see previous pictures to this truck, follow me on Instagram at Greenlight Fire Station 7, and if you scroll down like 2 years, or like actually I think it's maybe a year, you'll see other pictures of this truck without the wing plow. I added the wing plow to it, and yeah, so basically there's a backstory behind this truck, and then we'll go ahead and we'll look at it. So this truck is a I bought it in 2016. It's a 150th scale first gear Kenworth T880, not a T800, T880. So it's a 150th scale. It's a pavement truck. It's got a dump bed that resembles a power lift, so there'd be hydraulic cylinders that would lift the tailgate instead of it just coming open with gravity as the truck swings. I bought this truck and that other forestry truck, the one that's the Kenworth T880 with the low boy, that's also 150th scale, forestry 18 is what it is. I bought those two together. They're practically the same truck. One's a triaxle tractor with a lowboy trailer. The other one's just a double rear axle dump truck. So I think it was 2019, beginning of 2020. I decided I wanted a plow truck that wasn't a Matchbox or Hot Wheels release. And I know First Gear made some in 1/32 scale and 1/64 scale on a Mack Granite platform. But nothing like this. So that's when I decided to make the plow. Originally, there was a hitch on the front of the truck, and I had put a little piece on the back of the plow, and it hitched in to the hitch that was right here. Now with this truck, it was 2020, I believe it was, winter of 2020, last winter. I was taking pictures of this truck, and I forget what happened, but something happened, and I hit the plow, and it broke off. There was a pin I used to put in so you could turn the plow, but I could also take the pin out, and the plow would come off. I hit it somehow or another and broke off that hitch, like where the hitch was, so it wasn't attachable. So at that point, I said, you know what? Because it was kind of functional, but really. And I'm like, you know what? This is going to be a shelf piece anyways. It's, this truck retails for about $100. I mean, it's got the opening hood, full detail. The dump body does come up, stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build it with detail. So I built the plow lift. I got a chain necklace, which you guys can see right there. I got a chain necklace that I went ahead and put on. Let's get it focus a little bit better. There you go. That I went and put on the plow there to give it, and I put some slack into it to make it look like this is all the way down. The plow's floating on the ground. I even bent this little piece and shoved it up in here. This is small little styrene square tube. You can kind of see right there, where it was and everything. So anyway, so that was that. The plow was originally, it was styrene sheet. I bent it. I heated it up and bent it in place. Added the rubber wind flap that's here. It keeps the snow from coming up over the plow. Use Hot Wheels car axles as the wing tips. This one broke off when I was moving to Connecticut from Florida, so I re-glued it back on. This one's original. So that was it. That was this truck. And then my buddy who works for Connecticut Highway Department runs Freightliners, and the dual axles like this truck get wing plows. And he had been telling me for a while, you should put a wing plow on. You should put a wing plow on it. I said, okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. Yada yada yada. Well, I decided to put a wing plow on it. So this is the wing plow. Basically, I built this out of sheet styrene, heated up, bent it. Obviously, wing plows don't have as much of a curve as your front plow, so it only has a slight curve to it. When I did this, I had heated up with a lighter and bent it. I decided after I had done this, I had posted it online, and somebody had told me, why don't you try boiling some water, heating the styrene that way. It'll bend it a little bit easier, so I went ahead and tried that concept with this. Worked pretty good. Got real no complaints about it. So I used square tube, bigger square tube. I think it's 1/4 inch. I think this was 1/8 inch. I think this is 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch. I built myself the front hoist bracket. Now, my buddy who works for the DOT sent me actual pictures of a wing plow on one of Connecticut DOT trucks. He was basically standing here taking a picture this way, so I was able to see this and this. So these little bars that come up they represent the lift mechanism. So the plow swings out and then slides up and down on these two to adjust your height, and then you can also adjust your pitch and stuff like that. It would swing in and out on this. This would actually come up, and in transport it would sit up like this, and then it would drop down, and then you can raise the height up on these two. Obviously none of this is functional. So I made a bracket. Let's see if we can do it this way. Yeah, so I made a bracket, hooked it to the front bumper that way. So then that way that bracket, so you have that bracket, so then the plow attaches on the front like that, and then on the back I just hooked it in, same thing, and I just basically brought it right in between this box and this box here, and I just attached it right to the frame, and I epoxied it. So that's fully attached, and this is the truck actually is in full dump position like that. The next thing this truck is going to get, because this truck's not by far done, this is just one of those things that it's like when I'm not working on Greenlight Fire Department or anything else 1/64th scale, and I have a little bit of time on my hands, I add stuff to this truck, because this truck's such high detail that I like to take my time with stuff. I like to spend time designing stuff, and I want to make it, decently to scale. I mean, obviously, just the best I can with working with my hands. I mean, you're not going to get I can't get a wing plow that'll work and have hydraulic lines and all that stuff, but I can represent it with what I have here, which is pretty decent. I still have to come through and do some touch-up paint, like along here and along here, where the glue dried. It obviously leaves a white mark, so I want to, eventually I'll go through and touch all that up. But yeah, and then I added this light here, and this light would glow red and show where the end of the wing plow is. So people coming up next to you, if you're plowing, usually in trucks plow, they're staggered. But if you're plowing a lane, and a car gets up next to you, that light flashes so they can see if there's a wing as they're coming up next to you, so they don't run into the back of the wing or something. So I added that on there as well. We'll go ahead and raise this up so you guys can kind of get more of an overview of the truck there. This truck comes with, obviously the Greenlight DOT was to represent Greenlight Fire Department and all that stuff. I decided to go Greenlight DOT. This was truck 10. I was going to remove all these because it was kind of obnoxious, but then I realized that can't really remove them because then they leave that weird sticker residue behind, and it's just a pain in the butt, so I'm just going to leave it. This truck came with the orange light on top of the cab guard. Basically, other than the decals and the plows and anything to do with the plows, this truck is all stock. I haven't really done much to it. The rear of the truck, keep back 50 feet, has the chevrons on the slide for the bed. The bed is aluminum. A lot of people ask about these. The tarps do not roll back on these. They're just represented here. This truck has dual stacks on both sides, steps to get up to look into your bed. This is the T880. It says it right there. And I think this truck's even so detailed that it has... I thought it did anyway. I thought it had a def tank for diesel exhaust fluid. Yeah, right here. That's the def tank there for diesel exhaust fluid. So you can see it's represented by the blue cap there. So, and then the wheels steer, and it's kind of cool. They click into place, so you can like click them into position you want to display them. Obviously, it sits on my shelf like that. So, it's got these mud flaps are actually rubber, and it's got a pintle hitch in the back. So maybe in the future, I'll build a tow plow or something for it. But that's not anything in the near future. The hood does tilt back to reveal a highly detailed motor, but obviously the plow lifts in the way. So a couple things I have to finish for this truck is I gotta put drop spreaders for the bed here, and I'm gonna do that on both sides, and then I have to come up with something to put headlights to see up over the hood. See up over the plow, because all plow trucks for the most part have lights mounted either here or coming up from the plow harness, because when the plow's in transport mode, it blocks the headlights. So I still have to kind of figure out what I'm going to do with that. I'm not 100% sure yet. I think what I'm going to end up doing is taking some more of this square tube and then somehow make a bracket for it out of some of the wire that I used for the hook there for the plow lift. And I think I'm going to mount like two wires, one from the fender here, one from the middle of the hood coming out to like some of the square tube, slide on the end of it and glue it, and then make that like the lights. My other option is take some sheet styrene, just cut it and glue it to that. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the lights, what I want to do for the lights, how I can make them as realistic as possible. And then it's going to get 2 dump chutes. I'll probably just take 2 square pieces like this and just glue them. And I'll put just glue them on either side, just to represent the dump chutes. Because you have 3 different kinds of sanders. You can have the sander, your traditional sander that is an extra piece that the tailgate gets removed from the truck and it drops in the bed of the truck and it gets chained into the inside of the bed. You have what's called a tailgate spreader, which mounts on the back of the tailgate, and then as the truck's going down the road, the bed will dump and the tailgate will open, dump into it. And then your third type is a in-bed sander or built-in sander, and what that is there's like a fake floor or fake side of the truck that will actually dump material into a screen, and then there will be drops on one side or both sides to spread the salt. A lot of trucks have them only on... Oh, there goes that light. Some of the trucks only have them on the one side. Some trucks have them on both sides. Every video these days, I seem to break something. I don't know. I don't even know where that went. I'll just have to grab another one and put it on. I don't have any more out here with me. Interesting. So yeah. Well, there we go. I just went and grabbed another one. Problem is the drawers that I have like all my stuff for this stuff is in the house, because I don't keep it out in the garage because it is 30 degrees out here right now. To keep it in the house, but because we have the Christmas tree up still, we still haven't taken that down yet. It's in where I usually have my drawers with all my modeling stuff. So all that stuff was pushed into Michaela's grandma's bedroom, because she lives with us. And she's in her room trying to watch a movie, I guess, or sleeping or something. So I was trying to get in there to get another light and not wake her up. But I was able to do that successfully. So there we go. Anyway, so I'm going to do the dump chutes here and then do the headlights up here. Figure out how to do that. So, but yeah, this truck's, well, I've had it since 2016, so this is a 6-year-old model. I've had this truck for 6 years. And, yeah, it took me this long to build something decent out of it, but whatever. So, all right, guys. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Trying to get some decent weather. So it snowed yesterday, which last night I built the wing plow because I saw a bunch of them on the highway, and I was like, you know what, man, this is too cool not to make one of these. I got to do one. So I had some time yesterday to make one. And then today was sunny, but Michaela was at work all day, so it was just me and the little one, and it was a high of 20 degrees out or something, so I didn't want to start taking pictures of this and the little one's crawling around outside or whatever. And then tomorrow's going to be, well, the day that you guys are probably watching this, it's going to be freezing rain. So hopefully, and then all this week, I won't get home from work till after it's dark out, so it may not be till next weekend before you guys get a nice photo shoot of this, but this is what you guys are going to get for now. It's going to be whatever. It's just this picture of it on this workbench, and we'll do a photo shoot of it next weekend or something. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching as always. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, as well as follow me on Instagram at GreenlightStation7, which I already plugged at the beginning of the video. So, yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate it, and you guys have a good week, and I'll see you guys later.